this video, we're going to look at how to solve problems involving trickier percentage problems. Alright, after going through this video, I guarantee you that you'll be able to deal with problems involving trickier percentage problems easily. So these are kind of percentage problems you often see in your maths exam. So ensure you stay to the very end. As usual, at the end of the video, I will give you guys the practice maths exam question to test your knowledge on this. Alright, so let's go into the details of the video. Now, in this kind of percentage, basically we're looking at percentage change. Alright, let's begin with percentage change. Now, the first thing is to note the formula for percentage change. Now, the formula is percentage change equals the change in percentage, alright, over the original value or the actual value. Alright, let's use original times 100 over 1. So this is basically the formula for dealing with percentages that involve percentage change. Okay, now note that in this typical situation, you will always be asked to find percentage increase or profits or error, and you can also be asked to calculate percentage decrease or loss or discount in that order. Okay, so let's write this and look at the typical example, a particular question on this, and apply this formula to it. Okay guys, now let's look at this typical particular problem or question. It says a trader buys 6 watches at £25 each. He scratches one of them, so he sells one for £11. He sells the other 5 for £38 each. Find his profit as a percentage. Okay, now firstly, let's get the total amount of money for the 6 watches sold or bought, rather originally or actually. Alright, so to get the total amount of the 6 watches bought at £25 each, is going to be, you multiply £25 by 6. So when you multiply 25 by 6, we're going to have 25 times 6 will give us £150. Alright, now that we have this money, okay, next thing now will be to question say he scratches one of them, so he sells one for £11. Now he sells the other 5 for £38 each. Find his profit as a percentage. Now let's get the total amount of the 5 watches the trader sold for £38 each, then add it to the one he scratched and sold for £11. So to do that, it's going to be £38 times 5 he sold plus the amount he sold the one he scratched, £11. Alright, so let me put the sign of the currency. So when you punch this in the calculator, it's going to give you, let me punch it. Okay, so you're going to have the output to be £201. Now, remember, he has to find his profit as a percentage. So to get a profit, subtract £150 from £201. So when you do it, that's 101 minus £150. This is the sign of the currency. Okay, now it's going to give us £51. Okay, so that's the profit of the trader, £51. Now to find his profit as a percentage, remember I told you that to deal with this kind of problem, you apply this formula. The formula is percentage change equals change over original times 100 over 1. Alright, so from this question, our change, the profit is £51. So that's the change, okay, from how much the trader bought the watches to how much the trader sold the watches. So it's going to be 51 over, now the original price the trader bought the watches, which is £150, the 6 watches. Okay, now times 100 over 1. Okay, so this is basically what we are going to do. So when you punch this together, this one counts this one first. So 51 times 10, so we're going to have it to be 510 10 over 15. Okay, so when you punch this in a calculator, you're going to have, let me punch it. Okay, so when you punch it, you're going to have 34%. And this will be his profit as a percentage. It's as simple as that, guys. Okay, now let's wipe this and look at another style of question. This time around, we're going to look at how to find the original value. All right, instead of getting the profits as a percentage, this time around, let's look at how to find the original value or the actual value. Let's write this. Okay, so let's look at this question. It says a house increases in value by 10.5% to £132,600. Find what it was worth before the rise. Okay, now we are looking at basically an increase in percentage of the original price of the house. Now, firstly, in this question, you have to know the multiplier of the percentage. All right, so in this situation, the multiplier is 100. Okay, now basically we begin by saying in this question an increase of 10.5% means 132,600 pounds represents 110.5% of the original value. Okay, now we have known the multiplier of the percentage increase, which is 100. So now, firstly, after doing this, or secondly, rather, after doing this, you will need to get 1% of the original value. All right, now to get 1% of the original value, you divide this 110.5% by this increase in price we have here, which is 132,600 pounds. So to get 1% of the original value is going to be 132,600 pounds divided by 110.5. Okay, so let me punch it on the calculator and see what's going to give us. Okay, so when you punch in on the calculator, you're going to have 1,200 pounds. Okay, now that we have 1% of the original value to be 1,200 pounds, to now get the original value or the actual value, to multiply this 1% of the original value by the multiplier of the percentage, which is 100. So when you multiply this by 100, it's going to give you 120,000 pounds. All right, so when you punch in the calculator, we're going to have 120,000 pounds. All right, so this will be the worth of the house before the rise. All right, this is the original price of the house before the rise. So it's as easy as that. This is basically how you can deal with this kind of problem. Now, had it been the question came like this, a house decreases in value by 10.5% to this pound, find what it was worth before the decrease. All right, okay, if the question had come in form of a decrease, all right, all you simply have to do after knowing the multiplier, this 10.5%, you subtract it from 100. So when you subtract it from 100, you are going to get 89.5 here instead of 110.5 here. All right, so that 89.5%, you divide it by this 132,600 pounds. Okay, so when you do it, the output will give you 1% of the original value. So that 1%, in this case, our 1% of our original value is 1,200 pounds. So when you divide it by 89.5 and get 1% of the original value, all right, you then multiply it by 100. Okay, so after multiplying by 100, you now get the decrease in value by 10.5%. Okay, so that's basically for this. Now Let's wipe this now. Look at how to deal with problems involving simple interest. All right, remember, I'm still considering percentage change. All right, let's look at simple interest. Okay, now let's look at this question. It says Regina invests £380 in an account which pays 3% simple interest each year. How much interest will she earn in 4 years? Okay, so basically all you have to know is to know the formula for simple interest. All right, simple interest, SI, short form, equals principal times time times rate over 100. All right, so from this question, get the parameters. In this question, Regina's principal is, the P is 280 pounds. All right, whereas the time is 5 years. Okay, 4 years rather. The time is 4 years. And we have the rates to be 3%. And we are looking for the simple interest. So all you have to do is to plug in this value in this formula. So it's going to give us 380 times 4 times 3 over 100. This will cancel this. Okay, 2 will cancel this one, 5, 2 cancel this. We have 2. What we can cancel? So we have that 8 times 2 times 3. And punch it on my calculator. Okay, so you're going to have it to be 228 over 5. So when you punch it on your calculator, you are going to have the simple interest to be 45.6 pounds. 45.6, let's add 0, 6 pounds. All right, so this will be Regina simple interest in 4 years of investment of her 380 pounds at 3% rate. Okay, so that's it for this question. Now lastly, let's look at one more particular question involving trickier percentage problems, and after it I'll give you guys the maths exam practice question before I end the class. Let's wipe this. Okay, now let's look at this question. It looks very simple, but if you're not careful, you will fail it. The question says 80% of the members of a gym are male, and 5% of the male members are aged 40 and over or above. What percentage of gym members are males under 40 years old? Alright, so the first thing you have to do is to establish that the total percentage of the male is 100%. Okay, so out of this 100%, 80% of the members are male from a gym. So that's 80% of the males. Out of these, 100% are members of a gym. Okay, now 35% of the male members are aged 40 and over. All right, now to get the percentage of the gym members that are males under 40 years old, all you simply have to do is this total percentage 100 is subtracted from this 35. So when you punch in the calculator, you are going to have it to be 65%. So 65% of the gym male members are under 40 years old. Alright, so this will be the answer. 65% of the gym male members are under 40 years old. Okay, so it's as simple as that. Now, before we call it a class, let me give you guys a practice math exam question under these 3 key percentage problems, and after it, we call it a class. Let's write this. Okay, guys, look at this question. It says a cereal company has decreased the amount of cereal in a box from 1.2 kg to 900 grams. What is the percentage decrease in the amount of cereal per box? All right, so feel free to pause this video and see if we can figure this out or give it a shot. Okay, let's do it together now. Basically, remember the formula for change in percentage change is our change over original times 100 over 1. So in this question, basically, we need to convert this 900 grams to standard units, that's kg. Okay, so when you do it, to convert 900 grams to kg, divide by 1000. Alright, divide by 1000. So 9 divided by 10 will give us 0.9. Now that we have 0.9, you subtract 0.9 from 1.2. So 1.2 minus 0.9. Okay, so when you punch it on the calculator, you are going to have 0.3. All right, now to get the percentage decrease in the amount of silver per bus, this change 0.3 over the original weight, which is 1.2 kg, times 100 over 1. All right, so once you do this change over the original mass or weight of the cereal bus, okay, times 100%. When you punch this on a calculator straight, you're going to have, let me punch it on a calculator. All right, so when you punch in a calculator, you're going to have 25%. Okay, so this will be the percentage decrease in the amount of cereal per bus. All right, 25% in the amount of cereal per bus. Okay, so this basically how you can deal with problems involving trickier percentage situations. So hope you learned something interesting from this video. Now, if you are new to the channel, ensure you check the description of this video below for link to our Telegram channel. Click on it and join our Telegram channel for instant notification. Also, ensure you are subscribed to this channel by hitting the subscribe button. For more videos like this, like, share, comment on this video. Let me know how you feel for what you learned from this class. If you seem to have any specific questions to ask regarding this topic, feel free to leave your question at the comment section below, and I'll be sure to give you a response. Now, click on the end screen above, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.